Hey, this is Pat, and today we're checking out the Insta360 X4 Air Moto Bundle. So if you're out there shopping for a new camera for your riding, I cannot say this enough. I've been loving Insta360's 360 cameras just because I don't even have to set up a frame. I really just put the camera on the bike or on my helmet, go out and ride, and no matter what, I know I got the shot. So if you are considering a camera out there, you have your GoPros, you have your DJIs, I think Insta360 should definitely be a consideration if you're someone that might not be the most camera or setting up a shot tech savvy out there. I think these are solid options for those riders, whether you're beginning to vlog, if you're setting up just getting riding footage, race footage, whatever you have out there, this should definitely be on your short list to consider. Now, we've been using Insta360 for quite a few years here for a lot of our product reviews, as well as our own personal racing and even getting our own family photos and things like that. I took this to Vail and went out snowboarding out there. You get a lot of cool captured footage out there, but we've been using it for a few years. We've seen the X3, we've seen the X4, now the X5, and the X4 Air is going to be replacing the X4 that I actually have over on my right, your left, which I'll talk about in just a second. But the key part that you need to know, if there's no other takeaway that you're going to have out of this video, is that the X4 Air is going to be a smaller overall camera than the original X4 and even the X5 are now currently in their line. Now, I mentioned before, I've been using the X4. It's one that I'll probably keep using for a little while, just because I don't mind the overall size to it, but you are getting 10 millimeters smaller in the overall height within the X4 or in the X4 Air. When you consider that most cameras out there are flying bricks on our helmet or on the dash, they're just taking up a lot of space, the Insta360 cameras have to be bigger. They have to have bigger batteries just to run that technology. So anything they can do to make them smaller is, to me, a win. Now, it's not going to be something like the GoPro sessions where they're super small or super compact when you're getting 360 footage, but that's okay because you're getting the advantage of the additional 180 degrees of coverage by using a slightly bigger camera. So again, when you're looking at it, just keep that in mind. I'll go back and forth and compare some things with my X4 that we can talk about each time. One thing I want to hit right out of the gate though, these are $520 for the X4 Air. Now, if you're looking at that compared to the X5, you're saving about $110 down to this version. You're not really skimping on a lot of the features built into the camera. There are some things they pulled back on just to make it a smaller frame. It's really the overall size as well as the battery length, because they did have to shave down most of the construction of these cameras. Most of the weight, I should say, comes from this massive battery. You can actually see how much it just takes up of the overall construction just because it has to run all the technology built into it. So something to keep in mind, that's going to be a lot of the features, but you're still getting touchscreen. You're still getting both cameras on each side to capture that. You're still getting AI software in there to really splice and get rid of the selfie stick and merge the two footages together to make that 360 footage. You're getting a lot of those cool features in there as well as the app accessibility, but coming in at that $520 price point. So if you're looking to save a little bit off of the X5, while still getting a camera that is probably well past what we need for social media, for YouTube, whatever you're making your content for, this can be a serious contender in what you should do. And we've been seeing Insta360 push in the moto industry for a while. They're sponsoring Supercross, they're sponsoring MotoGP. They know motorcyclists love this style of camera just to capture everything out there. I've had it a few times where I'm riding and I see something funny off to the side and I can actually capture it with the camera and the footage because I can just shift where the camera is focused on in the app when I'm going through the editing process to load it up to social media. Now, when we're looking at this unit specifically, I'll actually hold off on talking about that. It does come with the motorcycle bundle. You're getting a couple of adhesive mounts, whether that's putting on your gas tank, putting it on your windshield, or putting it up on your helmet. You also get the clamp style mount for the bar. I love that one. You really got to cinch it down though. Just keep that in mind. I actually put a little bit of tape on my bars underneath of it just to give it a grip area, and then you can run a selfie stick right off of that, off of the 1/4 screw on top, and you can mount it up to the bottom of the camera directly. The selfie stick does give you the advantage of getting a wider view and getting some cooler shots, admittedly, out there, but it does add a little bit of weight on there. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure that that is nice and secured on there. You get a lot of cool things built into the motorcycle bundle, including the clamps, but you also get a 128 gigabyte SD card that you can pop in there and start recording right away. Now, the times that you're actually getting out of that SD card and how much you can cover do vary from about an hour and a half up to 3.5 hours, depending on what you're running in, but I'll talk about that when I get to the features. Two things I think are missing from the bundle, just if you're asking me, Insta360, if you're listening, they do have lens covers. These lenses are very prone to get scratched. Again, they are pulling in a lot. It's 29 megapixel lenses. You got 2 of them on each side. They are a new lens for them compared to the X5, a little bit smaller, again, to shave weight on there because they are shaving about 40 grams off of the X5 and the X4 down to the X4 Air, including the weight. But you can see on mine that I actually have, I've added the replaceable lens guards on there. I actually won't use these cameras without them. You scratch that lens on there, it is something that gets stretched in the footage just with how the wide vision of it works. and the wide angle. So I always add these onto every single one. Actually, I buy a few of them in case I have one that I have in there that's just for transport. And then when I get to the trails, I actually put on a fresh set on there just to give it the clearest view possible. So I think that should be included right out of the box. Now you can replace the lenses. That was new for the X5. My X4 doesn't have it. You are customer replaceable lenses on the outside. It's very easy to do. You have to buy them separately, but on the old ones, you used to have to ship them back to Insta360 to get fixed. So I love that they've done away with that. Just love to see the covers in there. And the other key part is this rubber cover to go ahead and transport it over. As you can see, I almost always have that cover on this camera when not in use, just to protect the lenses as much as possible. Would have loved to seen that included in the Moto bundle, because again, any debris, any bugs, any rocks skipping off the road, or even if you just hit branches if you're riding off-road, protecting the lenses is what's going to give you the best clarity in the footage out there. But I'll put that X4 off to the side. Let's take a look at the X4 Air here. You do have a speaker set up in the front that does come with adhesive. You can actually clean that out as well as a power button over on the left-hand side. So if I power that on, you'll actually see the camera go on. You get a full touch text screen on the front on here. Gives you the audible noise that lets you know it turned on, which is key if you are riding and you're turning on while riding, going down a trail to capture something real quick. You actually hear when it does turn on. And then it is touch text, so you can swap between all the modes, whether you're shooting a video, photo, what have you. You can swap between them. You can see here on the touchscreen, it's anywhere from 8K, 6K, or 4K. You did get a couple other features with the X5, like shooting in 5.7K plus, which uses a lot of AI technology to really improve it on there. You don't get that here, but you do get a bump up to 6K. The one thing I will say is they are limiting how many frames per second it's going to be shooting. On the X4 that I have, as well as the X5, it actually gets up to about 100 frames per second, whereas you'll max out at 50. I think it maxes out. Yep, maxes out at 50 in 4K is what you're going to get. So a little bit on a pullback on the features, but again, for that weight savings that a lot of customers out there have been asking for from Insta360. So you can go through your old footage, you can go through the settings, some cool settings on here. You do have the ability to shoot in loop recording, so it's constantly going to loop back on the SD card. If you're just using it as insurance purposes on your bike, it'll constantly loop through, so it won't burn through the SD card. And my favorite feature is that it does have Bluetooth connection, so you can connect it up with your Cardo. You can link up and actually hear in on the comm sessions that you're having. If you are vlogging, it's a very easy setup, something that I love. We used to do it a lot. We'd actually have a separate Bluetooth transmitter plugged into GoPros, connect that to your unit. It was really a hassle, so I love that camera companies are going into it and designing it to be a little bit more user-friendly. Now, as far as features that I really like on the Insta360s, just in general, their mobile app for editing is one of the easiest ones out there because it uses a lot of AI technology within it to really help you capture exactly what you're looking for, whether you want transitions, whether you want to focus on something. It'll actually, you can pick, say, my chest guard while I'm riding off-road and focus on that, and it'll actually grab the entire footage and focus on that so it keeps it in the dead center of frame. Really cool feature that I use a ton out there and that you can use on there. Now, the desktop app for editing is a little bit more advanced, but if you're using it on the fly, if you're out there riding and you want to edit something real quick to post it up to Instagram or Facebook, you easily can do that. Like I said, probably one of the best systems out there and the best softwares you can use for it. Now, I mentioned the battery on the side, a little bit smaller. The SD card goes in there. You do have external microphones throughout, and then it's going to be a 2-button layout out on the side. You have a quick button, then you have your power button on the side. And the one thing I will say is the single button underneath that touchscreen, whereas on some of the older ones, you did have 2 separate buttons with different functions on there. I don't find myself using them. Honestly, I just turned it on. It's already in the mode I want it to be in, and I just clicked the record button on there. So I like that they're actually trimming it down, but otherwise, all the features are going to be very similar to what the X4 old version, as well as the X5 were offering, just in a much easier and smaller device to use that you won't notice the weight on your helmet, you won't notice it really moving around on your handlebars all that much, or if you're just using it in everyday life. If you're going snowboarding like I do, taking my dog for a walk, which I have done with these cameras as well, you can throw it on a selfie stick and you don't really feel like you're holding an extended weight out on the end of the camera. But if you have any more questions on the new X4, go ahead and click the info button. That's going to take you over to the product page. We can read other rider reviews, see what other riders are saying. There's also a lot of other content out there on YouTube that you can check out and see from content creators that are actually photo guys that I, again, just being a moto specific person, I can tell you my use cases for it. But if you want more information, you can always go check out any of the other reviews out there. But if you have any other questions after that, our customer service teams, they're all riders. They can help you out, get you set up for your next ride. I want to thank you for joining me and checking out the all-new Insta360 X4 Air Moto Bundle. I'm Pat. I'll see you in the next video.